The Clean Water Act is currently over 35 years old. The 1972 Act did result in many spectacular successes in redressing the harm that generations of population growth and industrial development had wreaked upon the nation's waterways. However, in its current form, the Clean Water Act,
really, whether you need it or not, it's a virtual medicine cabinet in your tap water if you live in many, many areas across the country. There's a scary new report out today.
And in 2012, Pasadena Water and Power celebrated their centennial of providing 100 years of clean and safe drinking water.
You know, we're thankful to the people who 100 years ago had the vision to make investments in this water system that has served our community for the past 100 years.
Let's congratulate Pasadena Water and Power on their centennial. William, no, you can't get in the fountain. We have to get back on the bus. There's a lot.
It's very important that people realize that that same quest, which has been so important to the success and progress of the city of Pasadena, is really a global quest. 40s, really, Theodore von Karman and some scientists from J.P.L. went up to the Arroyo Seco and they started doing rocket testing. They used a chemical that is actually a naturally occurring chemical, but they expanded its use, called perchlorate. And the perchlorate eventually got into the water supplies of our region and contaminated many of the wells in the Arroyo Seco.
That perchlorate affected 4 wells in that area, so we have to shut all 4 wells down.
The city of Pasadena stepped in and decided that the quality of water was worth fighting. And for the first time, we saw a city challenge an entity like J.P.L.
So shut it down, shut the wells down, and then built a new treatment plant for both farm organic limits and perchlorate.
So that brought back our ability to use our local groundwater resources.
The Monk Hill treatment system, there's vessels, and one's an ion exchange, and the other one is called an LGAC, and it's activated granulated carbon, and that takes out the VOCs, and the membrane filter takes out the perchlorates, and then we chlorinate the water. It goes into the reservoir, and then it's distributed into takes about 60% of its water from Metropolitan Water Company, and that water comes either from Colorado River or the North California water projects, the lakes and streams that are up in Northern California. We've got about over 13 wells that pump the water out of the groundwater basin. The points at which the MWD water comes in, we have 5 connections, and they're in various sections of the city. So it's just going to go in and mix with the well water that's being pumped. We also have a treatment plant. It's called the Monk Hill Treatment Plant, and that treats water from Monk Hill plants that are in the northwest portion of the city.
That same quest, which has been so important to the success and progress of the city of Pasadena, is really a global quest.
And that treats water from Monk Hill plants that are in the northwest portion of the city.
Being the greatest country in the world is a birthright. We'll keep coasting on the achievements of earlier generations, and we'll keep losing the moral high ground. Because we may not be the biggest, or the healthiest, or the best educated, but we always did have one thing no other place did. We knew soccer was bullshit.